What's good, everybody? It's your boy SBO, and welcome back to another episode of To Keep It Real with you. Hey, 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 and we're done. And today is a very special episode because I got Peoria's very own, the one, the only, Marr in the building. Hey. That's right. That's right. So, you ready to tell these people a little bit about yourself and, explain your story a little? All right. Well, I'll kind of like just preface this a little bit. I did a lot of research. I'm really close with his brother. I work with him. I've been cool with him for a minute now. Been cool with Marr as well, but it wasn't until we kind of like set this all up that I got a chance to fully kind of deep dive into your career and just like everything that you've done, because I've heard stuff in passing like your brother is like your number one fan. Like he just since the day I met him, like we were talking about this off camera, like since the day I met him, bro, he showed me your music and just has been like a big like supporter of yours. Like he's been pushing you.
Yeah, everything.
Man, for real.
Honestly, I don't even be doing like most of the time I don't. He just be doing it, I swear.
Yeah.
I don't even be telling him, he just be doing it.
That just off the strength.
Yeah.
Just off the strength.
That's really my number one support.
Bro.
I'm going to, I'm going to me.
Yeah.
But my brother really,
Bro, and it's
I know he be doing it first.
yo, and like that's special. Like that's something that, like I was saying off camera, when I was a rapper, I didn't have a lot of that. Like I didn't have people that were there like that were just ride or die, pushing for me and just like any chance they interact with anybody to, bring me up. I just didn't have someone like that. So it's like that's really dope that you have that. And it's kind of cool that he kind of brought us together for this, because it's like you're really talented, and it's just like I'm from the P, you from the P. You for real talented. Like your shit is really good, and it's special because it's like we both from the P. I used to rap, you are rapping, and it's just like it's a kind of like a full circle moment, but it's like it's dope. Like, yeah, he was the same way with my shit too, man. He just always be like, just bringing up my old shit.
I feel like that song, you should have way more energy on that song.
Yo, everybody said that. I think I was just on my little fly jiggy shit, I just was kind of, I don't know, I just didn't really have that aggression like that, or just that one thing that just kind of like that energy, with that certain thing.
That shit was hard.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it from both of y'all. So, anyways, what I was trying to get at, basically, in short, I did a lot of research for this interview, and so with doing that, I found out that for the most part you grew up in Peoria, but you also spent time in Alabama, and you kind of described it in another interview that you went back and forth that time and stuff. So, like, can you tell me what that was kind of like for you? What what that experience was, kind of going back and forth, and like, I'm sure I had to imagine they're different places, so it's like it's different vibes, different different fields and stuff. Like, what was that like for you?
As a kid, doing that, it was cool because like I knew certain people.
Yeah.
Like that, I knew certain people. And we was young, and we had any time, so it was like we just going back and forth here, back and forth there. But like when I used to go to Montgomery, when I was younger, I used to be wanting to be back in Cooper.
Yeah.
Like,
you were missing it.
Yeah. But like now, I used to get older, I used to do it just like regular.
Yeah.
I didn't even like high school now.
Really? Oh, so you were there for high school. What grade? Oh, just a semester. Ninth grade. Oh, so you were a freshman.
I think kindergarten too. I remember kindergarten. Kindergarten, what else? It's another school I went to. I can't even remember the name.
So it sounds like you kind of just bounced around a lot. No, I can relate to that, because like my upbringing was literally like that. That's how I stumbled on the beat. Like, I'm originally from New York, and then I had family out in Peoria, and I ended up out there, and it's just like, so like that was one thing about your story that I feel like I kind of connected to. It's just like you got two different places that you kind of like are a home, like a home base for you. but it's like it seems like for both of us, Peoria is mostly like that central place. That like even though you know how people say you know the P's getting bad or is just this and that, and there's a lot of bad things, but at the end of the day, it's still home.
Yeah, it's home, but like sometimes you gotta leave.
Oh,
It's a small city.
for shit show.
It's a small city. So,
It really is.
It's home, but like sometimes you can get dragged.
You gotta branch out. You know, you gotta branch out because there's only so much you can do out there. There's only so much of an impact that you can do. But it's just like, you know, some people still are able to leave an impact. You know, there's still a lot of people in Peoria that are like able to do some dope things, and I don't know. I feel like that's something that doesn't really get a lot of praise. Like I feel like we get a lot of negativity from people. It's like, bro, we got a lot of dope people. Like
Me personally,
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. Now that I'm older, I don't want to be here.
yeah.
I want to be somewhere else.
No, I feel that. That
I
is
didn't
very.
be here for a long time, so it's like I finished high school here, just went through there and stuff. So
Yeah, it's time for a change.
I was gone at one point in time for like a year or two.
Yeah.
I think I was gone for a year or two. But I was in Macon, Georgia, and I was in Jonesboro, Georgia. I was in Montgomery for a little bit before I went there.
Yeah.
So I'm going back to Montgomery.
Okay.
So now, but yeah, now I don't want to be here. I didn't been in Georgia, and I've been in Atlanta, and I have to be somewhere else.
Right. No, I get that. I think that's honestly like something a lot of people around here like kind of say after a while. You kind of want to go somewhere else. You know, you want to change the scenery. You need somewhere where you know the opportunities might be different. You know, so it's just like I definitely agree with that. So while we're speaking of like your upbringing and stuff like that, who would you say were like your influences in rap growing up? Like who were some of the artists that kind of made you like love rap and like
Growing up,
want
I
to
didn't
do
really
it?
have a, like, when I was younger, I didn't really have a favorite rapper. My dad and mom used to play all different types of shit. Like, R&B, rap, hip hop, old school, all types of
So
shit.
it was more of like a sound for you. It was just more just like the vibes from like sounds. It wasn't necessarily that it was.
But then, like, when I got into high school, I started like a Juice WRLD when he first dropped, like,
Yeah.
following him from SoundCloud. I started liking him. Then, like, when he passed, I started liking Lil Baby.
Yeah,
So, and Dirt grew on me a little bit.
yeah.
It took a while for it, but it grew. So it's just them three.
Right. Yeah, I feel like it goes in stages. You know, like you have a favorite artist at one period of time in life, and then you know, you carry on. Those artists change.
Yeah, but like growing up, I didn't have no favorite artist when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I used to play so much stuff that it was just out of everything.
Yeah. So it was just like a very like broad horizon of like just different types of music.
Vocally, like how my vocals is and my song and shit. Me and my brother we used to just like just yell out shit. You know where I am in the crib. I swear to God, yell shit out. His room right next to mine, my room right next to his. So we just yelling out shit, screaming. Top of our lungs, mom ain't in there. Sometimes she here, sometimes she not. They don't hear it, they'll come upstairs. But like that's vocally where I got my like confidence for that from, because I've been doing it around career. My whole beat when I was in the studio one time, thinking my first song, 1929. He said, nigga, no, it was Christmas season. Christmas season, I ain't dropped that shit yet. But it's like on the intro, like the song, how the song dropped. He said, if you ain't scared to do that shit in the house, fuck you scared to do it here for?
Right.
Hear it and do it with the beat. And that's like, from here, I just try to go into my
Just
heart.
kind of yeah.
And now it's just like, I can talk and I just say it.
Yeah. It's like second nature now.
And I just speak it. I don't
Right.
try to hold it in. Where I used to hold it in a lot of days to tell me that.
Yeah.
And I used to keep doing it every time I'm in the studio.
Yeah. That's just part of the progression. That's just part of the progression, you know? Like, for real.
Progression of this shit was just fun. Like, just seeing myself do good with music.
Yeah.
Some of my songs I did like, some of them.
It's nice when you start to progress and like you can see the growth in yourself, and you're just like, man, like I can really do this. I'm able to do. It's almost like when you're making music and you have that ability. It's like almost like you feel like a superpower almost. At least I kind of did like a little in a way.
It do give you a rush because it be clearing my voice. It's like I just be thinking like, damn, I could really write a song. Like,
Yeah.
Song, I want to go.
And it's different when you make something and you like it.
Yeah.
You know, because it's different when other people make it. You can like it. Sometimes, like even for me, I was a little critical on myself when I made music.
Everybody got their different angles for it. And what I say is, if you don't make this, and just try your hardest to block it out.
Man, ain't that the truth? Because I definitely had problems with that. I definitely did.
Can't be worried about the critics, man.
Nah.
It's hard.
It is. That's something that, like, even with the podcast, bro, like, that's something that we had, like, me specifically had to learn. Mm-hmm. And just, like, it's, like, the podcast, the rap game really ain't that different, but I ain't gonna go into all that because this ain't about us right now. But, like, yeah,
so, like, what I told him when we were receiving stuff like that, because
this is our boy Gavin. We don't have a cam on him right now. We still sitting in.
So, I told him, like, people are gonna hate on you for doing something they can't see themselves doing. That's what I think.
Sure.
And that,
that's what it is.
Especially with rap, because rap is like definitely something.
Man, like it's only like that here because like it's a lot of rappers in the P that's good.
They just don't know how to move.
It's a lot of rappers in the P that's bad, but like it don't matter if you're good or bad. If that's what you want to do, then do it. Don't be worried about what nobody else would say.
I wanted to say I like how you handled yourself. Well, not even just handled yourself, but I just like the way you were like you would answer like the question at the end of that podcast that you did last with your boy Snoop, where you were like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm gonna just say it verbatim, but you were just like, you know, I do feel like I'm one of the best around here and stuff like that. You know, you weren't being like a dick, or you weren't being cocky about it, but it was also just like a sense of like, you know, your worth and like, you know, your ability, and you were going about it gracefully. So it was just like, it was nice because like I didn't even really like handle myself like that, and not that it was like a comparison thing by any means, but it's just like that's how I'm kind of drawing the parallels here from when I was an artist to where you are.
It wasn't pressure, but it was a little bit of pressure. But like, I can just close myself.
Yeah, no, like the term that they be saying is media trained, and it's like I feel like you're kind of already media trained. So once you pop, motherfucking agents and all them are gonna be like, all right, well, we're gonna take you to media training, so but you're not gonna really need it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not really gonna need it. I think you know how to handle yourself and keep yourself out of there with that.
I watch that much stuff on the internet. Most of the stuff is like it's fake. Like it ain't hard to be yourself. People just like stop getting away and stop being themselves.
Yeah, and that's tough. It's tough.
It's hard for like you can get there. Just be you. Don't do something that you wouldn't want to do.
And I think what was crazy is like, because I'm a little older than you. I'm almost positive, right? Yeah. When I started making music, like in 2017, fucking long ass time ago now, but it's like at that time, bruh, that's like when it first started becoming a thing where people started making music and like the SoundCloud like shit was taking over, and it's like it just started becoming a thing where it's possible, and like motherfuckers started getting the confidence to do it. Now it's like really, I would still kind of say it's the same because like a lot of people, we get a lot of new artists, like a lot.
Yeah,
but I feel like now it's more acceptable to be yourself. Back then, it was still very much like you kind of had to be a certain way or like fit a certain mold, or at least that's all we knew. Like when I was younger, that's all I knew was to replicate a certain artist or do what I thought was working at that time. And it wasn't like really cool to be like yourself and just like really lean into that. Now I feel like we're a little more accepting of certain things as opposed to like even at that time frame. So it's dope to see like how things have changed in the landscape of music.
Yeah, for real. Like, I don't know. I wasn't really into music like that. Like I ain't never think I was gonna do music.
It just kind of happened, huh?
Like, yeah, like, but I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Marr really the reason though. Like,
yeah. Y'all can't see, but his brother's over on the side right here, bro. Like always, bro. Dynamic duo, these two, man, for real.
We was in Macon, Georgia, I swear to God. I've been writing music though. Like I've been writing music for like 2 years before I started doing it. Actually, like making it.
Actually, doing that.
I was writing for some years. It's like I write something here, I wouldn't do nothing with it. I just listen to the beat. I wouldn't do nothing with it. It wasn't sticking on me. It wasn't growing on me. Like I was really trash as shit at first. Like,
as we all are. As we all are.
Nasty.
As we all are.
I was, cause I didn't know how like to pitch my voice, how to say it. I was rapping like I was like reading it, like I'm reading it. I didn't know what I was doing at first, but I was really good at writing.
Figured it out.
Writing it was good, like I was good at it. It's just the way I was saying it. If you can say it good, then people gonna fuck with it.
Right.
So like at the time I didn't know how to say it, but then my brother got into school to do music, producer. He got into school and they sent him a whole bunch of stuff like first mic, setup, Pro Tools on the laptop, everything. We had got laptop on that. We was down making just doing that.
And it's found a way.
Just ended up finding a way. We built a whole little studio outside on the little porch. I swear to God, we built the whole
just making it happen.
Bro, we had like some like big covers. We had put on the joint. Yeah, on there.
I didn't see something like that. I didn't see something like that. I done them too.
It was cold out there. All that. We out there just rapping.
Bro, just making it happen.
Yeah.
Yo, so we were mentioning your brother. So in that other interview that I saw, he was talking about the time that your brother once spammed Julian Newman your music, like and then he ended up actually reaching out to you. So like, you know, like when we were talking off camera, how important is it to you as an artist having someone who's down, who's like just so down for you and just willing to do those things and just go the extra mile for you and just, you know, from unconditional love? Like, how important is that to you as an artist?
As an artist?
Because like that isn't like, because I'm thinking in the landscape of like in the rap game, you're not gonna get a lot of love like that. And like you said on your post, you're not gonna get love from your city like that first. It's gonna come from other places. So it's important to have people that are close to you that do that. And like I said, I didn't get that. And I saw other artists that were like that. They didn't really have a lot of people like that were in the corner. So like, how important is that to you? Like,
so as an artist, the rap game is hard. Like trying to get into it, but like having somebody that's real locked in with you, like it could be just one person.
Mm-hmm.
It could be one person. One person can change the whole world.
For real.
You don't know what they do wise. Nothing, and they just diving straight in with you. Like they don't know nothing about the business side, the real side. They just diving into it, but they know they're not dumb, and they know like shit. Not
got that faith in you.
Like that.
Yeah.
Right. Like talking to somebody, there's certain people like you know shit not right or shit just like don't seem right when you talk to somebody.
Yeah.
And him having the faith and just like wanting to push you to keep going.
Yeah.
So it's always good to have.
It's gotta feel great.
Because you gonna get, I ain't gonna lie, I already can see it. You gonna get fake love from half the people you know.
Mm-hmm.
Fake love. But it's gonna be some people that's gonna really be rocking with you.
For real.
So, and it's just having that one person that's always going the extra mile when you're not.
Right. It's just, man.
You slacking at. So maybe
help
slacking one of these days and making me feel like, you know, like, behind the scenes. You might not be pushing your music this day. You might be pushing your shit 10 times harder than what you're doing this day. So
we all need somebody like that. Like, man, it's just
that's for anything you do.
Right.
Like it's always has somebody in your ear that's go the extra mile.
Right. And that I can definitely relate to that, man. Like it's the same way. Like that's what's dope about what we got going on. What we're doing here too. It's like it's the same thing. Like none of us have ever all like done a podcast before and stuff. We're all trying to figure it out and stuff too. And you know, we even had ups and downs and everything, but still like we all like have a goal and like we're trying to lock in on that. And it's like it seems the same way with your brother. You know, it's just like he's committed to seeing you go the distance. He's committed to seeing you like, you know, just do great things because he sees that potential in you. And it's like it don't matter what avenue of life it is. It feels good to like have people like have faith in you and they just look at you like, man, you can do some great things. Like, bro, it's good to feel appreciated like
I
that.
didn't even thought I was gonna do it. It was like all the way over here.
And like now you're doing interviews and podcasts and stuff and everything, and you're gonna be doing shows.
I'm good at it right off the rip. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm talking.
Yeah, you're not scared like to be on camera, and that's a good thing. Like that's the one thing. That's always like the litmus test. I feel like with artists,
Man, look,
you put them in front of a camera, you're gonna see if they're like they have some work to do or if they got that.
me and my homies was supposed to be recording the shit we was going on a
Yeah.
long time ago. We would have been like AMP and all that.
Yeah.
I swear to God, the shit that we was
And that
but we was just having fun.
yeah, stuff like that, man. Like I feel like all of us kind of like did some stuff like that. We all kind of had them times, especially when we were younger. It was just a group of y'all, and you just did some.
Man,
You
we
just
doing a whole bunch of
Doing a bunch of crazy shit. Yeah, exactly. Just doing crazy ass shit to try to get some stuff going. All right. So we had mentioned Dino earlier, and as I was going through your catalog of music, I see Dino two. It's Dino two times, right? Yeah. I see Dino two times. Like you and him have collaborated a lot and everything. So I kind of wanted to just ask you, what's the history between you two? Like, and why have you guys collaborated so much? Not that it's a bad thing, but just like
Man,
collaborated with them a lot. So like, what is it about Dino two times that?
that's my boy.
Yeah.
Like, that's like I ain't gonna lie. That's supposed to be my brother. Like, that's supposed to be three of us. It's supposed to be me.
You think I got it wrong on that one? Yeah,
I
like
think
he was
God
funny.
got that one. I
Yeah.
promise you, he got that one. But like, that's just my man's, bro. Like my right hand man for sure. Cause we both doing the music and it's like he producing me.
Bro, and he's good too. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but he's good too.
He cold with what he doing. I'm telling y'all, like
Y'all both got good energy on camera too. Like in all the videos that y'all have together, like y'all both have good energy.
That's my boy.
It's not like y'all. So I'm not saying that y'all sound like them, but it's like the same energy when the Baby and Stunner from Vegas came out, and they were just both always together. Yeah, they just always had that energy together and stuff.
We got.
But obviously y'all are your own artists.
We got a whole catalog together. Like I ain't even gonna lie, like a whole.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, it's like if y'all really rocking with each other, like a collab tape type.
collab tape.
See, that would be raw.
And then we trying to.
That would be raw because if y'all did that, like, there's so many different ways y'all could take that. Because it's like,
right though. Like I want to get down all the way.
Of course.
Of course. I'm straight.
I definitely think y'all should do that though, because it's just like as time goes on and there's more attention on you guys as solo artists. When you guys do things together, man, it's gonna take it even more over the top. It's just like, and it's when you're working with other artists that you really fuck with, they can almost bring the best out of you. They bring stuff out of you that you didn't really even know that you had before. I had that same way. Like there was someone that I had coming up that was a rapper as well, and like, bro, like our dynamic was different because we were like kind of low key, like we weren't trying to outbar each other necessarily, but it was like a friendly kind of competition type deal thing. You just challenging each other, bringing the best out of each other, but like
either which way on that.
yeah, exactly, and that's why I was saying it could go many different ways because y'all can do so many
We
different
already
ways.
got the songs recorded. It's everything recorded. We just gotta fix them.
That's dope. That's exciting.
Every single song we got on there. But Dino, that's my right hand man. He records me sometimes. He taught me how to record myself.
Really? So he engineers himself.
Yeah, he engineered himself. So like all the songs you hear, we did that.
Self-made. Yeah, that's wrong.
Like nobody else did that. We did that with like 4 or 5 plugins.
Hey, yo. I remember them days. I remember starting that shit off when I got FL Studio. I did not know what the hell I was
Doing
doing.
really cool, and I can't wait for him to drop his music and for people to come in.
No, he should definitely keep pushing out music too, because like for real, like I mean that, like y'all two really got good energy and y'all both like, I don't know, man. I don't know what it is about the P, bro, but low key we do be having dope artists, man. Like we just got some dope rap, like they just they got their signature sound. Like the way you use your auto tune, like that was one thing I wanted to say too. Like obviously a lot of rappers use auto tune, but there's something special about like when an artist can use it a certain way. Like Travis Scott uses his auto tune a certain way. Your auto tune is not too much, but it's obviously you can hear it. And then also like it has to do with your tone and stuff too. It's just like it's dope.
And
that's what
hard to do all that. Like you just like progress as every song went. I heard myself getting better.
Yeah.
And I started.
That's the beauty in it, bro. I used to love that. Like when you can just see yourself progressing, you're just like, man, like I'm able to do this now. Like that's raw.
It's really art.
So my next question, your biggest video on YouTube for right now at this moment, Wrong. Can you talk about that song and like how that came about, and then also like what that experience was like shooting that by the bridge and stuff, like 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 how did it come about?
Opie don't shoot. That's probably video.
Yeah, no, you've done a couple with him, right?
Yeah.
It was or did he do all of them?
Yeah, he did all of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think he might have because I kept seeing the same intro because he got the like the little DreamWorks looking thing,
Mm-hmm.
but it's his
But
it's wrong.
I ain't gonna lie, my dad liked that song.
Yeah.
It's the original song is Freeway and Jay-Z. Like, that's the original song.
I was gonna say I think that I remember like because I'm older so I know that I knew I had heard that sample somewhere. I'm like it's got to be like a sample or something.
It is. It's just an instrumental.
It's just an instrumental.
Yeah. Like I did it like as an open mic type of thing. Like I just went crazy. Like that's a freestyle.
Damn.
I only wrote the first four bars. Like the first 4 bars I only wrote, and I was in the closet with the studio by myself. And I edited the whole thing by myself.
Damn.
Like, the whole thing.
That's raw.
That was one of the first freestyles that I recorded by myself.
That's raw. And then
I just said I'm just gonna do it. I listened to the beat. I was like, I like this song. I just did it.
just locked in. So when I was listening to this project, I heard a lot of substance, and it's not like you were focusing on like partying or turning up and stuff like that. I mean, like you had like touches of where you were talking about doing your thing and shit like that. But it's like, it feels like the overall like vibe of this is it's not like what everybody else is putting out. So it's just like, what were you aiming to do with this album? Like what was your vibe that you were wanting to give off with this?
I was trying to touch everywhere, like into everybody's feelings, like not just
Like-
sad stuff, not just energy,
Mm-hmm.
not just hard,
But like relatable almost.
like relatable.
Yeah.
So everybody can hear what they want to hear out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people might not want to listen. Some people might do. Some people might like certain songs better than this one because they can feel this one more than this one, and this one fit them, and they like to listen to this one.
Right.
So it's like a whole bunch of songs out there that everybody can relate to because some of them energetic, some of them hard, some of them pain.
Yeah.
I really relate to the pain ones though.
I was gonna say it's just like that was the general vibe for it, and like you did have a couple of songs on there where it's like the BPM was up more and like the tempo was up a little bit more, but for the most part like it was like a solid, like it was at a certain pace, like it was at a chill pace.
Yeah, it was like the writing process was real calm too. Like most of the time through the writing process, I would write like probably a minute of the beat. I think all the songs is over a minute long, so like
Yeah.
I write a minute process and just punch in after that. Like not really freestyle, but like punch
Working
in.
it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Like-
I did kind of similar stuff too.
From the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Dino was writing some up to that before I heard the beat through the headphones and I was like, let me hear it real quick. He's like, nah. Watch out real quick. I'm writing, move. No, let me hear it real quick. Let me hear it. And I came up with a little hook. And then I said he was still doing it. And I was like, watch out real quick. And put
Yo.
the hook on.
Speaking of like the hook and stuff, that was like one of the other kind of questions I was gonna ask. Like, cause I'm always curious about this. Like with artists, like what comes easier to you? Like, is it
writing like the verses or the hooks?
The hooks really be the easiest part. The
Yeah.
verses be easy, but it just depends on what type of tempo you going for, what beat, or
Right.
what you finna rap about. Because once the hook is good and whatever the hook got the whatever you like presenting in the hook, you gotta go with that through the whole
Right.
song.
That's like the theme, yeah. Bro,
You
the
gotta make
hooks,
it all
man.
make sense. You gotta
Yo,
make
I
it
was-
all make sense.
I felt like Hook Maestro for a little bit when I was doing my shit. Because, like, that's how it was for me. Like, the hooks just kind of just came naturally. For
Yeah,
me,
natural.
verses were a little tough.
Yeah,
Like,
tough.
sometimes, like, it just came together. And, like, I just, just came together. Sometimes, though, that's what I appreciated about what you said in another interview. Because you kept it real with that. As far as, like, sometimes, it'll take me a couple days. Because I feel like a lot of niggas, they just want to, like, oh, yeah, I came up with that in shit 15 minutes. It's like, there's something to appreciate about someone who wants to take their time with their songs
When you
and
take
not
your
just
time with it,
rush it.
it's like I said earlier, when you take your time with it and you start writing it and you making it all sound good, it's like a masterpiece of art. It's like you paint a picture with words.
And it all
You
comes
write it,
together.
and
Like,
it's all sound good. One click, one motion is. I don't know. People that make music can relate. Like,
Yeah.
it be like relieving you.
it's
Like,
hard to like put into words. It's just more so like something like if you know,
If you know, like
Yeah.
if you rapping like for what you want to do, you know how you feel when you in that studio and you making your music. You know what that feeling like.
Right.
You know you got something good going.
You just it's like magic in a bottle feeling type
Tell
deal. Yeah. So when you named the album "I Turn Dreams Into My Reality," was this meant to be kind of like a flex, or was this more so like a statement to almost inspire those who like are fans of you?
It was more so like
Or maybe it could have been something different, you know?
it was more so like I'm gonna do what I want to do because it's my life. Like I'm gonna push this because this is what I want to do. I've been doing it for a long time, so now it's time to put something out there. And
Yeah.
my homies been telling me that. They've been telling me you need to drop your music. You need to drop your music. You ain't drop your music.
They've been on you. Yeah,
So,
they've been,
like, You getting good. Like I used to send my music to my homies and stuff, and they just be
They see
telling
the
me.
progression.
Yeah, and
They
they
see
like,
the progression.
you gotta make something. And then it's just like I just thought of it off the strength. Like that's what I wanted it to be. I turned dreams.
And I
into
like
my
that
reality.
name. So it's
kinda
definitely kind of like on an inspirational tip then, yeah.
And like at the time when I made it, Prequel had his own little setup. Like if you see how the album looked, the cover, I did it by myself. The way Prequel had it set up, it was like my picture and words on the side of the actual thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of the title, but I had put it in a different like format so I could see it fully.
Yeah.
And I got the picture from a video I shot.
Oh, that's
a day
raw.
before, so I made it.
So that's from a video.
Like that picture is from a video. It's from a video that I dropped from the heart.
I was gonna say, is it? Yeah.
That's the one it's from. But it just
I like the cover too. Like that cover does go
all
hard,
the
like
editing,
for real.
everything on there you see. And then when you go to YouTube, it's like a visualizer.
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
like that.
That was all on CapCut.
That's dope.
That's
And
why I did that.
you just making the most of like some like what you got available,
ain't-
like you doing.
And I ain't buy no tools or nothing. I just did it with the stuff they gave me.
Yeah, like bro,
Right.
like and that's just really expressing your art, man. And like, I love that for real. That just honestly like takes me back to like when I was figuring that stuff out and just doing all that and everything too. Like it's dope. Like
Sometimes it's hard when you just diving in and you don't know nothing at all. You just figure it out as you go. That's what my homie was telling me to do. Close.
but it's like there's something guiding you. You don't know what it is, but there's something guiding you, and only you know like that it can lead somewhere. Because not everybody's gonna see that. Not everybody's gonna know that path is like there in front of you, but you see it, and like you just gotta believe in yourself until everybody else does, because like that's really how it be going.
You gotta definitely have faith in yourself.
Oh yeah,
If ain't nobody else got it in you, gotta have it in you for sure. Cause if you ain't got it in you, then what you doing it for?
Nah, facts.
You just doing it for show off. Like, what you want to do it for? You don't even believe in the stuff you saying. So it's like, I don't know. You gotta have faith in yourself when you trying to rap, make music, and make it with that.
And that was something, like, when I heard you talk about that in that interview, that was something that kind of hit home with me, because it was like, like I said, I kind of feel like I had a problem with that for a while. You know, I had a problem with, like, being myself, because there was just, like, a lot of influence, and I didn't know what to do. And it's like, I came up with a lot of people that were all just, like, I don't know, it was almost like a clique at that time, because we all were performing together at the same time, and, like, we all came up together and we're just doing different things. It was legit on some, like, XXL freshman type shit, where we were all a class, and, like, you would just see the same rappers at shows and shit all the time.
Yeah.
Like, when you were doing them, and it just...
I had a problem with that at time too, but, like, I had a problem with it early when I first started doing music, like, when I was trash. Like,
and it's good
I had that by myself. Like, I wasn't with nobody when I had that going on. Like,
you coming into yourself.
Well, I was with Marr, but other than, like, anybody outside, really, nobody really knew what I.
Yeah, that's when you were kind of coming into yourself. Yeah.
Only person who heard them songs was me and Var.
Yeah.
I swear, don't nobody know what them songs sound like. Really, they can't. If they do, or if they did, they don't, because I got so much good shit out now, and they never, like, got outside of
right. Yeah, out of your out of your group.
They don't even remember them for like,
yeah.
They only know the new shit.
And that's good, yo, because the new shit is fire.
Well, bro,
new shit is fire.
I told you, you gotta upgrade a little bit, you know. Get
so
you a little confidence.
All right, so we're getting kind of near to the end of this. I only got a couple more for you, but so you okay, I'm trying to think which order I want to do this one. All right. So what's one thing that you want people to take away from this album when they listen to it? What's, like, one overall, like, kind of message, or what's one message that you like? What's the message you're trying to convey in this?
When you doing, like, pain and melody music, don't be scared to put your all into it, and don't be
vulnerable.
Scared. Be, like, you know, open and speaking.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people stuck to one wave. A lot of people don't.
They don't want to be real.
Like, how I'm coming off, like, I'm jumping off on a whole different wave of type of music. How I am.
Yeah. It's
Don't
a whole
be
different
scared
vibe.
to do it. Like, it's a whole bunch of vibes. Don't be scared to be you.
Mm-hmm.
Be who you want to be, not what nobody else wants you to be.
That's facts. That is facts. I mean, and that's a message I can get behind, for real. Because it's like I said, that's something that took me a while to kind of come into. Like, it took me my later 20s to kind of just really, like, you know what, I don't care what other people got to, like, really think about me at the end of the day. I am who I am. If it's weird or anything else in other aspects, then that's just, like, your opinion.
I done buried so many personalities in me, or who I thought I was, or who I thought I was gonna be, just to come up with who I am.
I feel like that's natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all kind of, in a way, just have to grow into ourselves a little.
Bro.
So, okay, so you mentioned you haven't performed on stage yet in another interview, but how do you think your first time being on stage will be? And if you had to choose city, stuff like that, where would you perform? Like, where would you want to perform? Would you want it to be in the P, or would you want it to be somewhere else? And then, like, you know, just, do you think you would want to do anything extra to your set, or would you just want to kind of just get a feel for it and just do it normal first?
Somewhere in LA.
LA would be hard.
LA or, like, Miami, one of those two.
Tell me why. Like, that's literally, like, somewhere that I was thinking too, though. Like, that would be raw.
Miami or LA?
Because Miami just always has it, like, just popping out there. Like, they just always.
A lot of people out there.
Yeah.
LA,
the same with LA too.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I do it somewhere where I could bring the traction in.
Man,
and
that'd be crazy.
My experience, I ain't gonna lie, I be having dreams and daydreams about it. When I used to work at Rivian with y'all, you know, when I was out there, I would. The one thing that'll get me through my whole shift is, like, I just zone out and, like, just imagining myself on the, like,
Just
big stage, just
manifesting
making
it.
my music, like, and it's just like really a vision that I'm seeing. Like my first vision to be like, I think if they know my song word for word, if the crowd, whatever song I play out there, they know it word for word, I'd be shocked, like crazy shocked. Like wouldn't even know what the. I'd just be holding the mic out there like this, and just, damn, they really know my shit. People really listening to
Yeah,
me.
it's that would be
And
it's a
done.
crazy
I don't,
feeling.
I don't know. It's just like I dream about it, so I know it's gonna happen.
Oh, bro, it for sure will
And I
happen, and like
daydream about it.
we gonna make sure it'll happen,
It's
like
gonna
no
happen
doubt.
for sure.
I'm
So,
sure, and honestly, yo, hey, one thing that'll make you feel better about it, I'm sure you will do better than I did my first time. I dead ass went on that stage, and I was like I was just featured on a homie's like song,
right.
but it was my first time ever being on stage, and this was like kind of like a big event. It was at the Limelight at the time. It was like Limapalooza. It was like Peoria's version of fucking Lollapalooza with all these different artists and stuff like that. And I swear to God, man, when I stepped out there, I was like, oh
You
shit,
froze
I
up?
gotta move. I gotta move. I was like, I look weird as fuck
You
up here.
froze up, you
I'm
froze
just
up,
standing
you
like, what the
froze
hell's
up.
going on? So like, bro, so I promise, yo, that should give you a little confidence.
Man,
You will do better than I did, cause I froze the fuck up, and I don't see you doing that.
I don't think I'll freeze up.
It's
I
just
think,
catching
like,
a rhythm, bro.
yeah, that's what
Honestly,
I'm
like
saying.
that ass, that's all it is. Like he was telling you, man, just feel it. All you gotta do is feel it, get into your song. No one knows that song better than you, and just the rest will follow. It just takes time.
Oh, bro.
It takes time. It's repetition, and then you're already not scared to be in front of camera. So like being in front of people ain't gonna mean shit. Like for real. Like even me, like I got social anxiety. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just really good at like tucking that shit down and still just like it's more so I just tell myself internally, yo, don't be a
And
bitch.
then
Like
it's
we're
like-
not finna like fucking get
Before I
scared.
go on the stage, I'll probably be like, you only get one life.
Yeah,
Let's
for
do
real.
it. I swear to God, I'm just dying.
I will
right
tell
now.
you, I always like had a little drink before I went on there and stuff. That always helps. But I mean, you can still, you know what I'm saying. The
I
sober
ain't
tips
gonna lie,
over
sometimes
too.
I
But
like being
like,
clear-minded.
so when I recorded, yeah, I had to be sober because like I couldn't, and like when I performed too. Actually, now that I think about it, I tried like performing one time when I was high. I tried like doing some funny shit before I went on. That shit just crash and burn.
Oh,
it was not
be like
good.
that.
But all right, so we kind of getting to the end of this, but so basically, what advice would you give to those who may want to be an artist or make beats or just create in any way, like, but they're scared to take that chance? You know, we kind of talked about that before, but like, what would you say to somebody who wants to do something creative, but they're scared to take that plunge?
You just gotta find your confidence. Don't nobody know you better than you, so
I like that.
you gotta find it.
I like that.
And practice make perfect. So if you
It's
think
cliche, but it's true. Like for
Yeah,
real. Like
it
some of that
is.
shit be yeah.
And if you think you ain't good enough, then it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, because yeah, bro. You
gotta
don't start
be-
off raw.
You gotta be your biggest supporter too. At the end of the day, you got number one supporters out there, but at the end of the day, you gotta be your biggest supporter.
You gotta
'Cause
believe that shit even when everyone else don't.
it's your life, so and you gotta have that esteem to keep going and want to do what you want to do.
And it's honestly like I could see in you that you're gonna do that.
Yeah,
You
for
know, and
sure.
it's just like, and even just with what you've done now, like it's okay to like, cause like when you were saying, you know, it been a little bit of a lapse for a second before you were putting stuff out, but it's like sometimes life happens too. That was my biggest downfall in music, bro. Life was just hitting the fuck out of me, and as you
I ain't
know,
gonna
bro,
lie.
this shit be costing money sometimes.
I ain't gonna lie, look,
That shit, man.
everything I'm doing now, I did off the strength of me with music. I put a little bit of money into music, but I ain't put a lot yet.
Yeah,
I ain't really dug into that. I just been letting the talent flow for real.
yeah.
I ain't really been putting no change or nothing behind it yet. For real, or pushing it high.
But when you really doing stuff too, like yo,
And then-
it's gonna elevate you.
And then life just like I'm really going through something in life right now.
Yeah,
So a lot of stuff just going on. But music is keeping me afloat. Like it's making me like
it's
keeping
it's
me
real
balanced.
love for it.
It's like making me balanced in real life time. Like I'm expressing this. I ain't gotta feel like this one day, and I'm just, writing something and I'm expressing my feelings through it. So I'm going through something, but music, now that I got it out there,
it's there for you.
It's there. It's out there. People can hear it. You never know who gonna hear it. Now that it's out there, I can promote what I want to promote.
And you will.
Yeah.
So speaking of promoting, this is my last question for you. What is next for you, and what can people expect for you going into 2025?
I don't know. I do, but at the same time, I don't.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Just, yeah.
Something might pop up. Something there.
Well, I mean, like you said though, you got stuff in the tuck to where you can probably make something happen with that. Not that it has to happen, but with you and Dino and stuff, that's an avenue that you can explore. And like I know, with stuff going on and everything, you still have the ability to, like, when you really want to create, like you're saying and stuff, you can do something. So either way, I know you're gonna find something going like next year. It's gonna work itself out.
Yeah, music gonna work itself out.
And you got the talent for it, so it's just like.
And I'm playing a long game with it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm playing a long game right now.
Exactly, it's for real.
So
it's a long game. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
It's gonna all add up, and that's what Nello told me. he probably think I wasn't listening, but I am at the same time. Really, sometimes you gotta let the talent flow to play the long game.
For real.
So.
Well, I appreciate you coming and sitting down and talking with us, and so now at this point, you ready to give these people a performance? You know what I'm saying? You ready to do a couple songs?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
ready
do
to get
it.
it
You already
cracking?
know I'm ready.
All right. Well, our boy Marr, he's going to do 2 songs for the people. And so, yeah, we'll get back to you right after this. All right? Stay tuned. All right, everybody. The moment you've been waiting for. We got our boy Marr in the building. He finna tear it up. He got 2 songs that he's going to perform for all of us. You know what it is. To keep it real with you. Here you go, Marr.
With niggas, I'm running this check up, quit being lazy. You see the shit that I'm wearing, the Gucci you wearing, that shit is fugazi. You can get off on the disc, but keep it the strip, you ain't been on Nathan. I done spun around and sat on all of they cribs to pick out the bacon. I know a bad little bitch who wanna go half and half on a baby. You sit around and wait for the hand to feed you, nigga, you crazy. I'ma get mine, I ain't gon' stop the shit, cause I'ma go take it. Shot at the shot at the shot at the shot at somebody give me a little taser, You keep saying I'm crazy. I'm calling your phone, you decline. I'm waiting outside until 7. And I can read through all the lines. Little baby, you mine, your heart done save me. And I can read through all the lines. Little baby, you mine, your heart done save me. And I can read through all the lines. Little baby, you mine, your heart done save me. I stay with my nine, so I'm never coming alone. She stay on my mind, so I never can leave her alone. I stay on my grind and I'm getting it on my own. Can't nobody judge me, I do whatever I want. Do whatever I say, it's gonna be a hot day. Ain't nobody outside who calling the shots today. Say that you gon' take something from me, better know not to play. I keep all them foxes around me, swipe the shit, swipe the cane. He say he know the game, he get to telling the names. This is really insane, I got more powers than Bane. I'm breaking the belly of the beast. He say he want him a feature. I'm texting like art, amazed, the Mona Lisa. Rolling the dough with my vids, I'll shoot to the stars. If I tell you I need you, yeah. We never show in the hand, deal in the car like Jack in the band. You say you coming, then where you at? Don't make a move, just stay in the back. Let all the fools do all the capping, we don't do all the acting. Chris Beck, not a Mac 10. Can't slide on the drill with a swing with all the action. taking this shit, nigga capping. He got a bummy, she posted reaction. I set the matches, but I'm stressing. Leave me alone, I'm in my zone. I'm off for Addy, I feel a rush. They understand me now, I got them eating out of my hand. Broke me down, and I shed some tears, made me a man. See the rear, that's my souvenir. Now you gotta look clear, right over here. Not the words that I say, this shit like an itch to the ears. I stay with my nine, so I'm never coming alone. She stay on my mind, so I never can leave her alone. I stay on my grind and I'm getting it on my own. Can't nobody judge me, I do whatever I want. Do whatever I say. It's a hot day outside. Shots today. Take something from me, better know not to play. Foxes around me, spy mission, spy for game. Game, same. Powers that bang, the belly of the beast.
Yo, man, everybody give it up for my boy Marr one time, man. Yo.
Vine Maker, want to keep it real.
Wait, go ahead. Plug yourself one time.
Vine Maker, and on Instagram. We just got done with the Keep It Real podcast. Y'all know my boy Odessa, brother put it together, but we gonna make something pop with it. That's what we doing.
Call love, yo. Hey.
Yo, we appreciate you coming through to keep it real with you, you know what I'm saying? We are honored to have you. And thank you for coming through and being our first performance on the show, bro, for real. Yo, well, hey, this has been another episode of To Keep It Real with You. I'm your boy SBO. This is Marr. And make sure to check out his music. He just dropped a new album.
Go ahead, tell everybody real quick, like, where they can find you and stuff. Like, on
You'll
social
find me on
media.
all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. I turn my dreams into reality.
New album.
And I got Hearts and Hearts. That's the one that just dropped not too long ago. Hearts and Hearts, little EP tape, little 3-song tape. 1929 single. I got a lot of other things on there too that you can go see. We got videos out. So tune in.
Check him out, you know what I'm saying? Until next time, it's been your boy SBO, and we out. Peace.